Hi guys, it's Whitney again. Thank you so much for watching the 10 signs and symptoms you can spot your Graves' disease. Here are the 10 ways you can treat your Graves' disease. Number 10, get tested regularly. This is so you can measure your T3s and your T4s and to check that you're taking the right bit of carbamazole. If you've got a fast heart rate, it will slow your heart rate down. You'll be able to think a bit more. You might start to put on weight, and don't be scared of that. That's because with Graves' disease, we tend to lose weight, or it could be the other way sometimes. Just make sure you check your levels constantly. Sometimes doctors can give you too much carbamazole, so they could say you're gonna be on 40 mg a day. When you over-medicate yourself, you can then go underactive, and that means you'll have the signs that people with Hashimoto's disease have. Put on weight a lot more, you might feel sluggish, you might feel really tired, you might not be able to think properly. So regularly get your levels checked. 9, I'm trying to do number 9. Number 9, you want your body to be functioning in the best way it can. So the way to do this is take out inflammatory foods. Now some people follow an anti-inflammatory diet. It's quite hard to follow, but the main ones that seem to be triggers are gluten, dairy, and sugar. I took that out during the time that I was taking carbamazole because I was constantly on and off it and I just could not keep taking these tablets. So I lied to my doctor, I know, something you shouldn't do, and I just went gluten, dairy, and sugar-free. 3 months later, lo and behold, my levels went back to normal, and my doctor called it a coincidence. I don't think it's a coincidence. I don't necessarily think it's, oh, just gluten, oh, just dairy, oh, just sugar. What you're doing is cutting out processed foods because cakes, biscuits, all of those things, man-made food, it's got crap in it. So helping your body to thrive is definitely going to help your Graves' disease symptoms. Number 8. You've really got to have great relationships around you. This could be your partner, your family members, or even your work colleagues as well. Let everyone know what you've got. Maybe send out a leaflet just to let them know that, okay, sometimes I might have Graves' rage. Sometimes I might say I want to go out and then I can't go out. Sometimes I might be at work and I may not be functioning as well as my colleagues. But the more that you let people know, hopefully the more that they understand. Having a great network around you, just like here, like a YouTube community or the Facebook Surviving Graves' Disease, is an amazing thing that you can have because it really, really helps you on your journey. And to have people that understand is going to make you feel a lot more less anxious and a lot more of, you know what, I'm not the only one going through this. There's people there that support me. Number 7, I can't do this no more. 7? I'll go to work and then I'll go home, I'll eat my food, and then I will go to yoga or Pilates. I know with Graves you're gonna say, you know what, I can't exercise because I've got exercise intolerance. Yeah, I completely get it. You can't be running on the treadmill when you've first been diagnosed, but there's light exercises that you can do that will really, really help you during your time. What exercise does is it releases your endorphins and it highes your serotonin levels. So serotonin levels is that feel-good feeling. So just after you've had a run, you get that, oh, I can do this again. Maybe not, but sometimes you might get that. Or if you have a cigarette, you might get that little high of, oh, that was great, but then it goes straight back down. Or if you have sugar, you'll be like, oh my gosh, I feel better, but then it goes sluggish. What exercise does is slowly build up that serotonin levels, and the more you do it, the more happy you're gonna feel, the more relaxed you're gonna feel, and it can help with your anxiety. If you're on beta blockers, that's cool, but sometimes if you wanna do it natural, do a little bit of exercise. Number 6. Check your vitamin levels. Now, most people with autoimmune conditions tend to lack in certain vitamins. The most common ones seem to be vitamin D, B12, and iron, which is quite interesting, isn't it? Let me know if it's the same for you. Take a multivitamin a day, or just even make a juice every morning. I tend to make a vegetable juice every morning, and that kind of gets my vitamins in. Number 5, with autoimmune conditions, there seems to be a connection with other little illnesses or allergies. So I also had irritable bowel syndrome during my Graves' disease. It was really bad. I was always on the toilet, or my belly would look like it's 9 months pregnant. At its worst, you'll never guess, someone got up for me because they thought I was pregnant. It was just a food baby. There was no real baby in there. I went to go have a hydrogen breath test, and what this did was check the levels of my fructose and lactose levels. So what fructose is natural sugar, so that can be apples, watermelon, obviously sugar as well, because sugar is half fructose, half glucose, and lactose, which is the proteins found in dairy. So what they did, they kept me in for about 3 hours, I think, and every 30 minutes they would give me a solution of fructose and lactose. And then I got a call, you are severely fructose and lactose intolerant. So I took it out my diet, and I honestly felt a lot better. Number 4, I know we don't want our Graves' disease to affect our whole life, but sometimes you might have to look at your work and think, is this really suitable right now? When I was first diagnosed, I had to take a bit of time off work. I think I took about 2 weeks, it wasn't that long, but it really helped me to reevaluate what I can do and what I couldn't do in my job. I'm a lot better now. I'm out and about doing a lot of things, but sometimes, you know, if I don't have the strength to do it, I will let my boss know and I will say, look, today I feel a bit tired. Or if there's a really long journey, if I'm out on a shoot and it's like an 8-hour journey, I will say, look, I might have to stay in a hotel the night before. So there's certain things that you have to discuss with your work now. Remember, you've got an invisible illness. Everyone's gonna think you look normal. They're gonna be like, just why can't you do it like everyone else? But you really, really have to let your work know what your illness is, what it can cause, and some of the things that you might be limited to for a certain amount of time. Of course, we have the energy that everyone else has, but sometimes you have to really think, you know, can I do full time? You know, should I go part time for a while? Or should I, when I first got diagnosed, my work, they made me work half days for like 3 months and then they reassessed it. And it really helped me realize, okay, you know what, this is helping, so maybe I need to cut down on work. I know money is everything, but your health is more important, because money can't buy good health. It can buy a bit of happiness, but it can't buy good health. Number 4, you want to limit inflammation in your body, but also you want to limit toxins. So what I tend to do is use natural skincare. Pai, really expensive brand, but really good for the skin. Or if you want to go on a cheaper route, go into Superdrug or your drugstore and you can buy Garnier. They have like a skin active section which has salicylic acid in it, which is really, really good. Now, if you've got Graves' disease, you might realize that some of your skin is really dry, but some of it's really oily. Like my skin was overactive, building a lot of oil. Salicylic acid helps to break down that oil, because usually I'm really shiny and I work in TV and it's not great being in front of the screen when you look like a piece of oil. So use products with salicylic acid in it, but try go as natural as possible. Do fruit masks, all of that stuff. Remember, you want to be eating really good inside, but you don't want to be using toxins outside your body that can then go inside. So make sure everything's natural. There's even natural sunscreen, so just look at that. Rose hip oil is a natural sunscreen. Coconut oil is a natural sunscreen. There's so many other options that you can have, so try that. Number 3, what was number 3? Now, along with Graves' disease, you might also have something called thyroid eye disease. Yep, if you've got it, you know exactly what I mean. It's that painful swelling that you get at the back of your eye and around your eye as well. So these are my eyes right now. I've got a bit of swelling on the top, but some people, when it's at its real worst, they've got like this bulgy kind of eye. And what that is because your body has decided, I've had enough of the thyroid now, I'm gonna go attack the back of the eyes. So when it attacks the back of the eyes, it's pushing your eyeball forward, which makes your eyes dry, you know, your eyes will water a lot more. It will feel like it's burning. Like the guy in X-Men. Let me get a picture of the guy in X-Men. Do you remember this guy and he takes off that thing? Yeah, that's exactly how Graves' eye disease feels when it's in its first active phase. So many people ask me, why is your eyes not like pushed forward? You know, my auntie's eyes are pushed forward. How did you stop it? So what I did, I trawled through the internet, a lot of research, and I found out that Brazil nuts seem to be helping thyroid eye disease. They said people who have thyroid eye disease tend to have a lack of selenium. Is that how you say it? Selenium in their diet. Seems to have worked for me because my eyeballs are not too out there. Number 2, some of the tablets that you actually take, let's say for period pain, or you know, if you've got an upset stomach, are placebos. They're not actually curing you. So what your brain has done is it's taken this tablet that you think is going to help your period pain, but really and truly it's not, but because your brain thinks it is. Does that make sense? So I really believe in the power of the placebo effect. So what I tend to tell myself every day is that I feel fine, I'm cured of Graves' disease, I feel good. It's kind of sort of like the law of attraction. Let's just say that I feel good. I'm gonna take this multivitamin. This multivitamin is gonna strengthen me. This veg juice that I take every day is gonna make me feel a lot better. It's gonna clear my skin. And I just feel like I know I'm trying to wish for it's gonna make me win the lottery. But I just think the more positive that you are and the more positivity you have in your life, it's really gonna make your journey with this Graves a lot better. If you're constantly negative and you're saying, this is gonna be the end of me, this is not gonna help me, you're never ever gonna feel great. When I was diagnosed with Graves' disease, I thought my life was gonna end. I was like, I can't go into the job anymore, I wanna do presenting, it's not gonna happen. But no, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna let this not beat me. I'm gonna let this make me a better person. I'm gonna let it grow me. I'm gonna let it make me help others, and through that in my journey I've actually become the person I wanted to be. I'm doing the job that I wanted to do, I'm helping people, and that's always been my main goal. So let positivity win, believe in the law of attraction, and believe in the placebo effect. Take those veg juices, watch your West Wing, watch your Power, watch your Bad Girls Club, whatever you're watching to make you feel better. Believe that it will make you feel better, and keep it moving. And number 1, relax. I know with Graves' disease, we tend to tense up. We've got a Graves rage, our heart is beating at 190 per minute, but seriously, you have to relax. Our bodies are out of sync. You know, we've had a lot of stress in our lives probably. We're constantly worrying, we're searching on the internet how to cure our Graves' disease. Try and make yourself feel at ease and at one. Even if you're going to a spa, just do something that's gonna make you feel a lot settled and just great again. I tend to relax a bit too much. I'm not a party girl. I'm sure a lot of you guys with Graves' disease understand we don't really go out that much. We don't really wanna be out there. We get our nervous anxieties. Being in the comfort of yourself and being at one with yourself is the most powerful and beautiful thing, and it's just like, you know what, I'm just gonna unwind today and just chill, and it's all about me. So I hope this helped. These are 10 ways you can help treat your Graves' disease. Some of them is holistic, some of them is natural, some of them is, you know, getting injections and checking that everything's okay. But I really hope this video has helped you. Let me know which other videos you want to see. I think the next one I'm going to be talking about is Graves' rage, which a lot of our partners and work colleagues and stuff may not seem to understand. But let me know other videos that you want. Let me know if this helped you. Like, subscribe, and all that jazz. Thank you so much for tuning in to But You Don't Look Sick. And I think I'm going to add with Graves' disease, but you don't look sick with Graves' disease. Thank you so much, guys.